Another windy day, only we're not at the homestead. Today's job is to clean this mess up. As you can see, it's been a while. It's been a while since the gutters were cleaned out, so that's the job today, and I can do everything from that stepladder right there. You can easily reach all the way. So we got this. The house looks pretty good on the front side. We'll check the back. But the garage workshop complex needs a little work. And we got more right up here, especially piled up in the corner there. And we'll just get it all cleaned up. We probably should have gutters installed on this side. This board needs to be replaced. I'll be doing that before I get too far along. Oh, we got some hornet's nests here. Need to get the bee spray out. This needs to be taken off and replaced, and I have some cedar that I think will be perfect for that, being rock resistant and all. It doesn't look too bad. It's not built up like the garage is. There's a little bit in the corner there. We'll get in there and take care of that. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but the apple tree is looking pretty happy. We got some apples that look like they're about ready to eat. So we'll have a decent harvest on that. I did a lot of hard pruning on that tree last fall. Okay, I'm going to get to work on the gutters. See you in a bit. Okay, let's see what we got. I need a different shovel. Well, no shovel. Looks like it's a hand job. And just like that, I got a full bucket. Well, I'm going to keep going and we'll check in later. Okay, that one's done. It took 2 buckets. We've cleaned it out and hosed it out and got all the big stuff out and rinsed out the small stuff. These gutters are clean, and we are talking about gutter guards to keep the needles and stuff from getting in there anymore. More on that later. Now we're over in the sunny side of the house, or the garage, and we've got this mess to clean up. So I'm working on that right now. It's nice to see the camera survived a fall. Big gust of wind came and knocked the ladder and the camera on the tripod over. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on this. Fortunately, it's a pretty quick job. A little bit to clean up in the front gutter on the house. There was some down. I saw some leaves and stuff in the middle. We'll get that cleaned up. And we'll be ready. We'll be done by lunchtime. Just in time to put a meatloaf in the grill or smoke later on. Alright. We have clean gutters. Put out all the dirt. And then hosed it out. Same thing up here. Nice and clean. There we go. The last job, we went up on the deck, and I'll head over that way. Let's see if I can. There we go. There, look at that. I got a selfie stick now. Doubles as a tripod. So we did some good work. Dad and I haven't done anything together in quite a long time. So yeah, got it all cleaned out. This is actually 2 different gutters up here on the deck. Because this part was an add-on to the main house, so as you can see, the gutters are at 2 different levels. Probably could have done it, but we got her all nice and clean. Did everything off of that ladder, and I did grab one of the bigger apples and ate it. And although it's a little on the tart side, still pretty darn good. Well, that's it. We're going to wrap it up. Our next project is going to be to level this deck. And that means right under here needs a support put in to support right here. This block got moved. We need some support here, and I'm going to jack that up. And I think under here, there in the middle, there should be another support. And here should be a support. And as you can see, that's leaning. We are going to cut this end of the deck off. And I'm petitioning to also take this section off, cut it off right here. But we'll see about that. That would just make it one nice square deck. The railings can be cut off and put across, and everything will look nice. But we'll see. We'll talk about that. But I think I'm going to grab the jacks here pretty quick after I take a little break and see about getting this deck leveled up a little bit. Until then, we'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed the gutter cleaning show. Later. And just in case you were wondering where all the stuff from the gutters went, they went right around this stump. This is an old pine tree that got cut down a few years back. We just put this gunk around here so that when there's a rookie like me mowing the grass, he's not going to drive right over the darn thing and break the tractor, like I almost did. Okay, now we're done with the gutter cleaning show. Have a good one. See you later. This job is going to be interesting because I probably have to raise this up maybe 6 inches, maybe 4, at least 4. It has to come up more to get this level. Now I've got a couple 12-ton jacks. Probably only going to need one, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start lifting. I'll let you watch, and we'll see how it goes. First, this block was already here. I just made a level spot with the shovel and set it in place. That's going to be our base. Let's see if I can set you down. You know what? I'm going to put you over here. Sorry about that. Alright. You should get a decent view now. Let's see how this works. It's coming. It's a slow process. Looks like it's working. We'll see how much travel these jacks have. Picked up quite a bit from that far down. That's 2 inches. Quite a lift. Gonna need some support under the middle here too. That's gonna be fun. That's getting close. An easy job. Okay, I'm going to go get some string and see how close I am to being level. I'll be right back. That's what we're looking for right there. That is pretty darn level at this point. I got a little bow over here, and I got to reset this support post in here. But T&L construction, no, I'm sorry, T&T construction, shame on you. I mean, this is just horrible. What were you thinking? You got a bow in the middle here, you used 2x6s and you didn't support it in the middle. Apparently you just didn't care how long it was going to last. I mean, that's just no excuse. No excuse whatsoever. Very, very poor craftsmanship. When I build something, I build it to last, and I want to make sure it lasts for longer than I will. Something I can be proud of. I would never be proud of this. This is ridiculous. Okay, end rant. So, I'm going to cut a post to support in here. At some point later on, I'm going to crawl underneath. Let's see if I can get you a look under here. At some point later on, I'm going to climb underneath here. And over there where those blocks are, try to set up some support under there and reset this support and maybe get something else, or move that support into the middle. Instead of using wood, use concrete blocks. Unbelievable. This guy was a professional contractor, and he built his own house like some broke dude buying stuff off of Craigslist or getting stuff, you know, whatever he could get for free. He just used whatever leftovers he had on construction jobs. So I gotta say, T&T construction in the Bangor area in Maine, I would never hire them. Alrighty, I'm gonna move on, get this job finished, and just so you can show how much I lifted, the beam there was resting right on that post. And this is what the step was. It was resting on that. That's how much I lifted at that point. It was easily 4 inches. Alrighty, pause the camera, go cut a post. I'll be back in a bit. Alright, there it is. It did settle a little bit, but we got to get some support here along the way too, because I don't care if you are a professional. Professionals don't use 2x6s for long spans like this. It's ridiculous. You know, again, I don't know if you can see the bow up here by the house. It's fine, but everything slants right into the middle, and it slopes in from both sides, and everything gathers right there in the middle. So that whole center right down there, nice job of staggering the joints there too, by the way. But everything was an add-on, everything was an afterthought with this place. Very, very poor craftsmanship. Yeah, some more support underneath that seam, and that's going to mean inside underneath digging to get some flat spots. I'm going to bring some concrete blocks up for my build project. This has got to be lifted right here, and that post reset. That post right there needs to be moved into the middle, and the wood got out of there. Use the wood for blocking on concrete blocks, by the way. See, that's how you're supposed to do it if you're a professional. And we'll see if we can't get this deck leveled and possibly even sloping to the outside edge so runoff runs off. But that's going to be it for today. So I'm going to shut off the camera. Sorry if you didn't like my rant, but even though I'm a do-it-yourselfer and I cut corners here and there, I know how to cut a corner without cutting quality. Yeah, this is... They just nailed this board on and then set this on top of it. This went out to a swimming pool. Okay, this is going to get hacked off right here. And let's see, is this post? This post looks like it's in the ground, like all of them are, I guess. But look at that. No support. Full length, no support. I mean, what the heck are you thinking? You just don't do that. And again, I'm going to see if I can't talk my father into cutting the deck off right here. And that basically means pulling up this board so we can see underneath. There's metal joist hangers underneath like I used on the center beam of my cabin. So I don't want to hit those with a chainsaw, which is what I'll use to cut this free. And then we can pull the joist hangers off after that. But cut the rails right at the post. And the rails are probably long enough I can get one of them going across, and then it looks like a finished deck. So we'll see what we can come up with here, but this has got to get fixed, and it's got to get fixed before I go back to Ukraine in October. Fortunately, time is on my side, and the only thing I got left to do now is finish the floor underlayment on the cabin, and then prefab the wall framing with the wall sheathing, and everything get covered up. So that's 2 or 3 weeks worth of work if I can actually get off my lacy button and get it done. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm pausing, going to hit the camera, going to hit the kill switch here, and I'm going to put this in and see if we can't get this posted up later today. Talk to you later, folks.